the cost of this thing is finally coming down to consumers, whether it's the cost of a new MacBook or a new iPad or the cost of your next phone or the cost of your next car or television, or maybe it's just the cost of tokens, the cost of applications, the cost of energy. There's so many ways in which AI is, basically has been subsidized and is no longer going to be subsidized. So, John, I want to throw this to you first. You're the Silicon Valley reporter. What do you think about the cost of AI coming home to roost with consumers?
Well, it's going to hit hard with consumers. So first of all, the consumer is intimidated, in fear of their job security. They don't quite know what AI is. And so for the most part, a lot of them, even out here, have tried to avoid it. Now you can't, because as Tim Cook had pointed out, I think a week before they raised their prices, he warned Wall Street. He said that this global shortage he called it 100-year flood in the supply chain. And he said, we've never seen a component price increase this much this quickly. And so it was passed on. Those costs have been passed on to the consumer. And in an era of affordability where we stress out over gas prices, meat, eggs, what have you, now we have this component shortage, which is leading to higher Apple prices, which really hits the consumer more so than any other product. It's going to go across the board, not just with Apple, but with others. So it feeds into this affordability issue. So it kind of comes home and establishes AI as this unavoidable behemoth, this boogeyman that is not only threatening everything we do in life, but also hitting our pocketbook. And again, this is not an anti-AI screed. This is just a reality check. And it's something that just happened and is going to accelerate over the next several months.
Well, first of all, lucky you, Stephen, getting the deal of the year. I wouldn't say the deal of the century, but I would say the deal of the year. I mean, the supply chain is an interesting fact because it's really like a domino game, right? I mean, early on, it was the GPUs, then it was the DIMMs and then NVMe drives. Today, even a hard drive is part of the supply chain problem. And I think it has to do with the fact that people, well, and when I say people, it's the AI providers, instead of providing the highest and the best technology they can, are switching over to a business model, right? More to your point, where it's not about subsidizing, it's more about coming up with a business where profitability is maybe not something for today, but at least something for the foreseeable future. I mean, certainly if all of them are going to do IPOs, just like SpaceX, there has to be some kind of a profitability in the future. And I think also AI today is more of a consumption article than it was a few years ago. A few years ago is more people kind of developing high-level specialized applications, while today it's all over the place, right? I mean, to John's point, not everybody who's using AI today understands AI in such a detail that they can have a conversation about the underlying layers. But nevertheless, it's all over the place, and consumption kind of drives the whole effort.